Hey everybody, welcome back to VeggiePlot, and in this week's video we're going to be doing another tomato taste test. I've got quite a few for you. I thought I'd picked about 7 or 8, but actually I've picked 11. Anyway, let's switch you over to the other camera and I'll show you what we've got on the table today. We've got, as I say, quite a few, all different shapes and sizes and colours. So we're going to quickly whip through all of these now. I'll let you know what they taste like, and I'll cut them open, and we'll see if they're any good and if we want to grow them again next year. Right, that's got all that cleared away. So here we are. We'll start with the first one. This is going to be, I'll do a nice close-up up here, green zebra. Isn't that extraordinary? Beautiful shapes on it, lovely colouring to it. It's sort of a greens and olives and reds and sort of rusty reds. So really looking forward to this. So right, let's just get back to this camera and we'll cut this one open and see what it's like. Just take a little cut through the middle. The skin feels quite thin. It feels quite soft to cut through, not massively firm, but I have no idea. Let's do the big reveal, shall we? Ah, look at that. That's amazing, isn't it? Practically no seeds in there at all. Really meaty sort of tomato. Let's bring you over. Yeah, gorgeous looking colours. It sort of looks a bit juicy but really firm. This would be a good slicer. So looking forward to this, but it's like all green tomatoes. You think, is that really going to be any good? But yeah, let me know if you've grown this in the comments before. I keep meaning to sort of ask, you know, if you've grown green zebra before, let me know. Anyway, enough chatting. Let's cut a piece off. Let's put that over there. Cut a piece off and we'll I'll give it a taste test. Right, just cut a bit off the edge there. The skin is sort of got a bit of a crunch to it. Not really thick, but it's not as thin as some I've had. It's got sort of fruity overtones to it, or undertones to it. There's a background of acid. Not really any sweetness to it at all. Yeah, it's interesting. Sort of melon. Has sort of like those sort of melon overtones. It's nice as far as things as sort of green tomatoes and my expectations go. It's not massively sweet. It's not massively fruity. I can't really taste any umami type savoury flavours. There's more of an acid to it. But yeah, definitely very nice. Okay, right. Let's put that one to one side. So that is green zebra. And I think the next one we will try is going to be this one, and this is Dr. Wyches, and it's a beautiful colour, really orange, slightly squishy, smells tomatoey, which is interesting. Anyway, let's cut this one open and have a look. So again, we'll go through the middle. Feels quite firm. Don't know, the knife can just about get all the way through there, but let's have a look at this, shall we? Oh, look at that. Wow. That's amazing. There's no seeds in there. Hardly any seeds in there at all. That's just sort of solid flesh, isn't that? It looks very juicy, but no seeds at all, hardly. One in that bottom corner. Anyway, right, let's give it a flavour test. There's so many, I've got to get through them all quite quick. Right, let's grab this one. That's really nice. That's really fruity. It's sort of solid and firm. There's a little acid twang. It's got like that peas. It tastes a little bit of peas, that bit of skin did. Fresh garden peas. But there's a fruitiness to it. I absolutely love the colouring of it. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Look at it. Really amazing. Right, let's try one more piece. It's funny, isn't it? When something has such a definite colour, you kind of expect it to taste of oranges. And to a degree, my brain's telling me it tastes a bit of oranges. It's like a marmalade orange or something, which I'm sure it's not. I think it's just my brain doing some sort of association. But it really is delicious. It's very, very nice. I think that, if you were to grow this, you'd really quite like it. Look how firm it is. There's no seeds in there at all, really. All flesh. Really, really tasty. Yeah, I like that. Not bland in any way whatsoever. Right, let's put that over there. So that's really good. That is Dr. Wyches. Right, the next one, let's move on. Let's do this one. This is Black Beauty, and I'll just bring you over to this camera. This is a favourite of many, many people. So this is Black Beauty. Lots and lots of people on Instagram I follow really like this one, so we'll cut that through the middle. Looks very juicy, thin skin it felt like, but quite firm. Yeah, there you go. Nothing spectacular on the looks on the inside. There are not very many seeds. Let's put that down there. It's yeah, it is quite juicy, but yeah, looks very good. This historically has had quite a lot of flavour, so let's have a quick taste test of this one. Oh, I do like Black Beauty. The skin has a certain thickness to it. It's not really chewy. It's got a bit of crunch to it. There's sort of fruity, umami. There's definitely some sort of fruitiness to it. Sort of a rich, sort of lovely flavour to it. But I can't quite put my taste buds on it today. So there you go. Anyway, so that's Black Beauty. That's very nice. Put that one over there. Right, what should we have next? Let's try this one, shall we? Put it in the wrong camera. This is Pollan. This is a green tomato. Let's cut this open, shall we? Down the middle, same as all the others. And there we go. A lovely, juicy green tomato. Right, let's take a slice. It's very soft when you cut through it. It's just quite nice. And as I say, like most green tomatoes, you kind of think, oh, that's not going to be all that good. But look at that colouring, isn't it gorgeous? It's a real rich green and green seeds. Anyway, we'll just give that a taste. Oh, I really like these. It could be a bit riper. There's a sort of sweetness coming through on it. It's not quite there yet. There's a bit of acid bite. It's a bit like some of the others. Oh, there's some... Oh, now I'm getting that umami sort of savoury flavour right at the end. Sometimes you get that. It just gives you that lingering aftertaste. Sort of that sort of savoury taste. Let's try another bit. That's really nice. It is a nice tomato. I know if you don't grow green tomatoes, or you think, oh, what's that going to be like? Should I bother? It is worth it. But I think, just switch over. When they start going yellow, that's when they're getting sweet. And I would normally leave this to be a little yellower than this. As I say, it is quite green at the moment, just starting to turn, but soft and nice nonetheless. So I would definitely recommend that, and I shall be growing them again. Right, what one should we do now? Should we do this one? The very ugly looking Summer of Love. Look at those gorgeous colours on it. Really nice. I think it's beginning to turn a bit here, so I need to eat this one up, and hopefully it's about as good as it possibly can be. It's always fun doing this. A bit firm in the middle, although I think that's possibly because of how the tomato's grown, slightly deformed. Right, we'll open this up. Oh, look at the colours. Look at that. Wow, and practically no seeds again. So yeah, this is Summer of Love. Let's switch you to this camera. But look at that. Juicy. Look at those gorgeous colours in there. That sort of reds, pinks, going through to a light green, and then more of an olive and a brighter dark green, then out to that really dark maroon on the outer edge. This looks like a real connoisseur's tomato, doesn't it? So much colour in there. Extraordinary. Right, let's cut a bit off and give it a taste test. Try and choose a good bit. It's quite soft. Oh, that's good. That's really nice. It's got grass. That's really strong flavour coming through. Grass, sweet pea, not sweet peas, peas, garden peas. It's got that those flat peas, mange tout flavour. There's a sweetness. There's a smoky umami sort of flavours. You know, savoury. That's really good. There's so many flavours in this tomato. This is really tasty. Summer of Love. Let's just grab this and show you this other half. That's amazing. I'd say this is really worth growing. This is a nice one, apart from the colours and the looks, and they weren't all quite as distorted on the outside as this one, but yeah, those colours, extraordinary, and the flavour is really good. There's a real complexity of flavour there. Good one. Right, let's just put that back there. That's really good. I really like that. That's a really good one. These three are really good. But so far, they've all been quite good. Right, what should we try now? Let's try this one. This is the one, the seeds, I don't know what they are. This is very lovely colouring, dark on the top, anthocyanin, going round to a lovely rich red sort of colour on the bottom. I don't know if the stalk will pull out. Yeah, there you go. It leaves this little mark when you take it off, pick it off, and you can see where the sun hasn't got to it, leaving this sort of shape. Right, let's cut this one open. This was a really nice one last year, so let's hope it still is. Very soft skin, soft cutting through. Oh, look at that. That looks like a sort of a traditional tomato with a little bit more colouring to it. Just put that down, bring it over. Yeah, very juicy, plenty of seeds, but look at those lovely sort of colours around the edge, sort of maroon and then paler in the middle. Yeah, very striking tomato. Right, let's just put that down there and we'll try a little piece. Looks very soft. Oh wow, strawberries, very fruity. Sort of strawberries, yeah, a bit of a crunch. It's not really juicy actually. I thought it was going to be really juicy. It's not a pastiness to it, but it's quite thick. But there's sort of a sweetness, a tiny bit of acid. It's not really sweet like a Sungold or a honeycomb, but yeah, let's try another little bit. I can't really explain the flavour, but it's really tasty. It's really nice. I just wish I could tell you what it is. I just don't know what tomato this is, but you know, it is pretty, really good. I think it comes in this sort of mid-size sort of shape and so on, and this would be really good. I mean, if you were going to get rid of those tomato reds from the supermarket and buy these and grow these, you'd be very happy. Yeah, it's sort of a different flavour to any of the others, but it's definitely got its own flavour. I'm not actually capable of describing it, I don't think, but yeah, really nice. Right, let's put that one out of the way. Right, let's go for something completely different, shall we? Shall we go for White Queen? This is weird, isn't it? I mean, look at that. You know, it just doesn't look like it should taste good. Or it does look like it should taste good, but it just looks so unconventional. It's just not red or orange or no rich colours. It's just this pale, creamy, greeny white. Right, anyway, let's get it on the board and cut it in half and let's have a look, see what it's like inside. Feels very firm. The skin doesn't feel thick, but it feels very firm to cut through. Right, let's open her up, see what she's like. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a beauty. Practically no seeds, very firm in the middle. So let's put that down there. Bring this over here. Yeah, interesting colours. Very fleshy in the middle. Bit of gel around the seeds, but open cavities. Thick wall. But yeah. Smells really tomatoey, actually. Smells very fresh and nice. Right, we've had a little bit, let's just put that back down there. We've had a little bit of a camera hiccup. So basically, a little bit I've just recorded after that didn't record. So I'm just going to go back over some of this to do with the about 2 or 3 tomatoes, it seems. Ah, nightmare. Anyway, right, let's get back to it. So as you can see, I have eaten some of this already. This is the White Queen, and we'll get back into this now. Right, let's cut some off and I can show you, because it really is quite an interesting tomato. It's quite different. When you first put it in your mouth, there's a taste of banana. It's the weirdest thing. It's not really strong. It's not like, oh my god, this tomato tasted of banana. But it has like, yeah, it has a banana-y flavour, a fruity flavour to it. It's interesting. And it's a slight crunch on the skin, and also a slightly sort of fresh, sort of mange tout type pea type flavour when you bite the skin up. Let's just try another little bit. It's certainly very firm because the flesh is very firm. I don't mean in a bad way, I just mean it's not all juicy. And yeah, there's sort of this fruitiness like banana, crunchiness to the skin. It's really quite interesting. I think I would potentially grow this again just because it's so novel. And yeah, sort of well, there's a sort of a smokiness to this. Yeah, smoky, sort of banana-y, fruity flavour. Very interesting. Yeah. So, it's not my favourite today, but it's definitely interesting. If you ever get a chance to grow it, I wouldn't say no. Right, let's put that one back down there. That's White Queen. Put them out of the way. Right, the next one I tried was, and it's a shame, although I might have another one here. Yeah, I've got another one I can show you. This is Alice's Dream. So this is the one I've just tried as well. It's not the one I've just eaten, obviously, because this is whole. This is a spare. So I'll just show you the one that I did eat. And you can see I cut it open. It's firm, juicy, hardly any seeds. It's got lovely colouring in it. And yeah, let me take another slice off this. Switch cameras. Take a slice off this. It's lovely colouring. Yeah, really, sort of really nice. Oh, it's really good. It was really good when I first tried it. It's fruity, a bit of sweetness, bit of acid. The skin is very thin. It's sort of a bit juicy but firm. It's got a fruitiness to it. There's an umami, savoury flavour, a bit smoky. It's a really complex tasting tomato, this. Just try another bit. There are flavours to it I can't really describe, but it's really, really delicious. So I think, yep, I'm glad I revisited this one. Yeah, this one is really, really nice. It's Alice's Dream. If you get a chance to get Alice's Dream, I would definitely, yeah, give that a go. Right, let's put that down there. So that's those two caught up with. Oh, and the next one, I think I've got another spare here. Switch camera. The next one I tried was this one, and this was Dr. Wyches. Lovely looking tomato. And you can see, sorry, I got that all wrong. It's not Dr. Wyches. We've already done Dr. Wyches. It's Cero Blackburn, and I don't actually have another Cero Blackburn, but yeah, this is the one that we did, that I tried. So it's got lovely colouring here on the base, lovely sort of golden orange, and then I'm not quite sure what's going on up here. And inside there's a little bit of discoloration, so I'm probably not going to try that. I'll put that down here so you know what it is. This is Cero Blackburn, and we'll take a little bit off the edge of this bit where there's less discoloration, and we'll try this. It does have some flavour to it, not a huge amount. Bit of acid, a tiny bit bitter maybe. Yeah, definitely not my flavour. Not a huge amount of flavour in that. Let's just try another little bit. It really is a solid meaty tomato. Let's put that out of the way and try this. Yeah, it's sort of acid. Oh, actually now I'm getting a taste of old fish or old socks or something. I think maybe the discoloration on this one, I think really this isn't doing it any favours. I might come back and revisit this if I have one at home and it's really nice, and I'll let you know. But at the moment this isn't winning any awards, and this is Cero Blackburn. Yeah, not the best one I've had today. Right, we've got two more. We're going to do this one now, the super mega massive Galapagos Cerise. Absolute tiddler. They've got this really interesting little shape. Honeycomb are my favourite little cherries, but they're an F1. These are not. These are open pollinated, and there's a huge amount of them on the truss. When you bite into it, it sort of explodes in your mouth. Lots of flavour. It's like a little, there's acid, a tiny bit of sweetness. It's nice. There's a kind of a bit of a perfume flavour to it. I should think if you really let these ripen up, these are really quite delicious. A bit of tomato flavour coming through, but definitely some acid, tiny bit of sweetness. It's not quite as full-on flavour as some of the others here. Nice nonetheless, and quite novel to grow. Really good in a little salad, I should think. A little flavour hits when you bite into them. Right, so the last one I want to show you today, and actually it's the last one we've got, and I actually do have two of them, is this. Amazing, look at the size of them. They are really quite large. These are big rainbow, and they're really amazing looking tomatoes, and never grown these before. Yeah, let's cut this one open, shall we? I'm running out of space here, so let's just move that for a bit. And we'll cut this one down through the middle, same as all the others. It's slightly soft and squishy. Skin feels quite firm, but actually really soft when I'm through. It's just gliding through the knife, and it's not the best knife in the world. Right, let's open this up and show you. Oh, look at that. Wow. Juicy, open pockets where the seeds are. But look at those colours. Right, let's just put that down there. And yeah, we'll put this white queen back in. And yeah, just show you this. Look at that. Look at those amazing colours. It's really odd, isn't it, having all these sort of pockets of air around the actual seeds. Very unusual. No idea what this would be like. It's got lovely colouring to it. Let me just show you. Yeah, really gorgeous colouring. Let's try a bit. Oh, that's a surprise. That's really fruity. A little bit of a acid twang, a bit sweet. On the aftertaste, it's a bit bitter. The skin's quite thick. It's juicy, crunchy. It's got, on the aftertaste, if you bite up the skin, it's sort of slightly bitter, slightly like Moorish too. It's not the most amazing flavoured tomato I've had today. Would I grow it again? I'm not 100% sure at the moment. It's the sort of thing where you'd probably need to, yeah, as I say, chop it up and use it in sort of tomato salad or something like that, in which case it would be fine. But sort of just eating on its own, I think there are better ones to grow, to be honest. Okay, hope you found that really useful. Some really beautiful tasting and good looking tomatoes in there this week. I've still got a few more in the polytunnel to go for future taste tests. Not many. We've got a really big one called Amish Sherbet. I'm really looking forward to that one. I think there's Brad's Atomic Grape and a couple of others. But yeah, we're nearly there for the tomato season. And then we're doing a quick taste test of the watermelons and melons. But until then, keep sowing, keep growing. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.